All right, up next, we've got the CFP semifinal Fiesta Bowl. All right, it's a
Big one.
mouthful, but it should be a game. Yeah, this should be a
Yeah.
game. It's going down on Saturday, New Year's Eve. We've got TCU versus Michigan. Wolverines are -7.5. The total on this one is 58.5. How do we play it, Nick?
Well, this is one that I have a lot of notes on. Broke this one down completely. I mean, it's a really big game here. Michigan, 13-0, making its second straight CFP appearance under Jim Harbaugh. The Wolverines, I mean, they have an excellent combination of offense and defense. They average over 40 points per game. They're allowing under 14 points per game. They are the only team in the CFP ranked in the top 10 in both categories. Quarterback J.J. McCarthy, he emerged late in the season, and Donovan Edwards has emerged as a breakout star since Blake Corum suffered a season-ending knee injury. And then TCU, it's 12-1. It's making its first CFP appearance under first-year coach Sonny Dykes. Heisman Trophy runner-up Max Duggan, he leads a Horned Frogs offense that averages 40.3 points per game. TCU won 5 games against ranked teams in the regular season before falling short in the Big 12 championship game. It's the first Big 10, Big 12 matchup in college football playoff. The Wolverines
Really?
opened, as 8.5-point favorites on some sports books, and the movement suggests value in the Horned Frogs.
Yep.
Now, 4 of TCU's last 5 games have hit the under. Michigan hit the over in the back-to-back victories against Ohio State and Purdue to end the regular season. But TCU was 2-0 straight up as an underdog this season with victories against Oklahoma and Texas. The Horned Frogs were also 5-1 straight up in games decided by 8 points or less, with the lone loss that came against Kansas State in the Big 12 championship game. Now, on the other side of the field, Harbaugh. I mean, this guy took so much flack for the first couple of years, but he's really flipped the script on his tenure over the last 2 seasons, especially against ranked teams. The Wolverines are 5-2 against straight up and 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 against ranked opponents. One thing to consider, if this becomes a shootout, then the Wolverines, they're not going to be that uncomfortable. Michigan is 6-1 against the spread this season when they score 35 points or more. Their victories against Penn State, Ohio State, and Purdue all hit the over. And you know what? TCU, it's going to be able to move this ball with Duggan against the Michigan defense. Ohio State and Purdue averaged 474 total yards in those 2 games. The fact that the Wolverines are 0-3 all-time in bowl games versus the Big 12 leads me to believe that Harbaugh will keep the foot on the gas here from start to finish. And so that's what I'm anticipating, a really wide-open game. These offenses will take center stage, and so I'm going over.
Over we go, the 58.5. Yeah, you're right. That line is moving towards TCU. It makes me a little bit nervous, but I do like the Fiesta Bowls typically in Arizona. TCU's from Fort Worth, Texas. Obviously, we know where Michigan is. So, there's a little bit of a travel advantage maybe there as well. We're just going to roll with this over 58.5. That's the free play for you. And people, don't forget to like and subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We're doing this every Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. So